Hi, good morning. Welcome to Business. My name is Darryl Kwao. The Bank of Ghana has justified its decision to close down over 300 microfinance companies and microcredit institutions. The bank in a notice says it had to do this to save the entire financial system. Joy Business researcher Philip Namfuri joins me in the studio with more of this. Philip, so the Bank of Ghana justifying its latest cleanup. How crucial do you think this is in saving the microfinance sector?
I think from the Bank of Ghana's perspective, it's important in bringing stability to the financial sector. Microfinance plays a very important role in economic development of any country, particularly a developing country such as ours, because of the pro-poor clients or poor clients it targets. So it's a pro-poor intervention. So yes, I would say from that perspective, all well and good, but you know, there's always the dissenting side of the argument where people aren't very happy with the manner in which they carry this out. But ultimately, they're the ones in charge of the sector. We may complain, but they still have the ultimate hand over the sector.
So it's the Monday after the announcement was made. And if you were the owner of a microfinance institution, what would you be thinking this morning?
Well, Darryl, I would say I wouldn't want to be the owner of an institution that would go insolvent. You know, I don't want to get to this stage.
Hypothetically speaking.
Okay, I'll be bothered, I'll be sad. I have interacted with 2 owners of microfinance institutions, and they all feel the Bank of Ghana has wronged them, in inverted commas. And they want to have some dialogue with them because some feel they presented the necessary documents and they were submitting their returns whatsoever. But all in all, if your company was already insolvent and had ceased operations, that's fine. But if you were in operation and this happened, you would be bothered, you would be sad, and you would be disturbed. All
right. So we know that the Bank of Ghana has appointed a receiver. He is a partner with accounting firm PricewaterhouseCoopers in the person of Eric Nipa. He's supposed to lead the liquidation of the microfinance institutions, and he's indicated that the validated deposits will be paid from next Monday. So if I was a customer of any of the microfinance institutions, I shouldn't be worried because I wouldn't have to chase my money?
Well, yes. So with the microfinance institutions, it's going to be handled by the receiver, like you said, Mr. Eric Nipa. Government already has made some money available. That's according to what the Bank of Ghana has said. That would pay some of these depositors. But if during the realization of the assets or the sale of these assets to rake in funds from it, you know, there's also the creditors that maybe gave funds to these institutions. They would be settled in line with the BSDI Act. There's a procedure which says, so maybe, for example, if your deposits are insured, you come first, and there's an order of it. But in the meantime, we should see, all things being equal, let's just hope and pray that it's carried out in a well-composed manner.
And I guess that Mr. Nipa has got his work cut out for him. What is he expected to be doing in the coming days?
Well, he's expected to value everything that's under the microfinance part, not the microcredit, because that one is going to be handled by the Non-Bank Financial Institutions Act. The Bank of Ghana says they've informed the Registrar of Companies. So he has to make sure that he has everything under lock and validate each person's claim, because if your money was there, you would be bothered, you'd be disturbed. And this should take some time. He's saying next week, Monday, that's well and good. But I think this process, as we saw in the banking sector, yes, microfinance is smaller, but it should take some time to come to fruition.
And I guess there's plenty to talk about, like the impact on jobs, and reports we're hearing that some of the owners of the microfinance institutions that have gone down could be prosecuted.
Well, if it's found that you played a role in the collapse of your institution, yes, then you would be. But there's one thing we need to look at. Bank of Ghana says this one's going to affect the financial inclusion drive we all talk about, because you know they target low-income earners, those who are unbanked, etc. Bank of Ghana feels like this action is rather going to strengthen that. So let's keep our eyes peeled and let's see what's going to happen.
It's still early days yet. Thanks very much indeed, Philip Namfuri, bringing us up to speed. So let's turn now to the Joy Business Health and Wellness Trade Show that wrapped up over the weekend. It was the second edition, and experts and patrons are calling for more of such events. My colleague Charles Aite was there on Saturday. He filed this report.
It's a very effective program that you organize, and you've given us the chance to actually present our health-related products that are actually designed to help the way we function.
I must say that it's been an exciting moment here from Thursday up to date.
But interestingly, let me get in touch with some patrons who've been here to check things out. How has the entire trade show been like for you when you walked in here?
Well, I think all the medicines that I was expecting to see, or health products that I was expecting to see. I could see all of them displayed here. But I actually came here because of the scientific research.
Okay. The Mampon
one, yes, because I have been suffering from typhoid for some time now. So
and you've been sorted out. I see you holding your drugs.
Yes, I bought my stuff, and I know that when I go through the medication, I'll be okay.
Thank you very much. So
I know.
You escorted here, right?
Yes.
How has the feeling been like?
Oh, it's fine. We've also got some. I mean, it's a nice thing to see. Having all the medical team together, there are places you can actually have your tests done, and then the medicines are around also. So I think it's a nice thing that should happen every year, and we are hoping to be here next year too.
Your final comment?
No, it's a nice place. At least I ended up buying what I wanted. I got this one in place of sugar.
Oh,
yeah.
What's this to you?
He says it's more or less like sugar, but natural.
Oh, this is natural
yes,
sugar.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I mean, we were here last year, and we are back this year, and it's the same experience for us, and we will be back next year. Fortunately, I think that this is a great initiative by Joy FM. It's a good thing because last year, like I said, we were here getting a lot of health companies in the same space. It really helps because it gets you, the health conscious people, into that space, and that has actually boosted business for GB Health Solutions Salad Master. And because of that, we are getting into homes that we thought we could never get into. It's giving us that access to homes, and really, like I said, it gets health conscious people here, so it can't be any better.
All right, so that was from the Joy Business Health and Wellness Trade Show that wrapped up over the weekend. That's it for business. Bernice Abu Beidulans will be back, and she'll not be alone. Stay with us.